Let's bring in Marty St. Louis, who's had a great playoff so far, and he joins us here on the show. Marty, it's Michael and Don. How you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you guys?
We're doing great. So how do you stop that trend? What do you think is happening there? Obviously, a lot of that happened before you were a New York Ranger, but this team doesn't seem like it handles prosperity very well.
Oh, I think every year is a different year. Every series different. This year I didn't know about that stat. I don't think we're going to look into that too much. We understand what's at stake here. We're going to do everything we can to, not have a Game 7. So, you got to control the things you can, control your mindset, I guess, your attitude. And we're going to be positive and hopefully put our best foot forward.
Now, Marty, I know you're not the coach, but I just want to ask you as a veteran. Maybe a difficult decision for Alain Vigneault going into this Game 6. Does he go back to J.T. Miller, who had an assist in Game 5, or does he go back to Daniel Carcillo, who helped you so much from a physical standpoint in Game 3? How difficult a decision do you think that'll be for AV?
Yeah, like you said, I'm not the coach, and I'm going to leave that to AV. I think when every coach at some point in time, they have tough decisions to make, and, he's whatever decision he makes, we're going out and playing a game.
Well, you lead the team in points in the playoffs so far, and a far cry from when you got traded over from Tampa Bay. We had Brad Richards on. He said, I think that when he got here, Marty just kept thinking the world was on his shoulders. He wanted to do too much, and when the playoffs began, he just let himself be himself. Is that accurate?
There's a lot of – it was a pretty busy couple months for me mentally and, physically, I guess. I start feeling really well down the stretch. Last couple weeks of the season, I really start feeling it myself. I think things are coming together, and for me, that was my goal coming in. I knew it was going to be hard to adjust to a new team, 20-something new teammates. And I felt like I wanted to build it up and try to be on top of my game towards the end of the year and obviously getting into the playoffs, and I feel I've done that. And the team was – I might have been struggling a little bit, obviously putting points on the board, but the team was playing really well. And, that's the bigger picture. That's the most important thing.
Marty, how much does the game change for the Rangers from Madison Square Garden now going back to Philadelphia?
Well, the Flyers are a good team. They're a tough team to play at home. They're a tough team to play on the road. And, they're going to get the matchup they want. There's, the things that they have in their control a little bit, and we understand that being on the road. But I don't think we've changed much in our game. Our goal is trying to go out there and earn it every night, and we've done that better some nights than others, and we're looking to do that tomorrow.
Now, there's not that many guys on this team that have won a Stanley Cup. You are one. Brad Richards is one. When a young guy comes up to you, whether it's here or when you were in Tampa, and just ask you about what it takes, or what are some of the things that you advise them, especially this early in the playoffs?
Yeah, no, like I said, I think what it takes is, 20-something guys are trying to earn it every night, I think our biggest thing at this time of the year, you want to, you want a lot of guys driving the bus. If you have any passengers, it's tough. Every shift matters. Every little details of the game matters, and we're trying to do that collectively.
Is there a difference, Marty, in the playoffs playing for Tampa Bay and now on this big stage in New York? Do you feel different?
No, I feel the difference, and this is a big, original 6-pick market team. I felt that right away. I'm more comfortable with it now, and I'm more used to it now. You're playing, in New York. It's a lot different than playing Tampa without disrespecting anything in Tampa. Tampa was a great hockey place, a hockey town for me to play in. But, this is a whole different magnitude, I think, here with, playing in Original 6 in that big market.
What's great about a series, Marty, is that it grows as it goes on, and the hatreds build up and the chippiness builds up. Do you feel more of a disdain for this team now going into Game 6 than maybe you had for them in going into Game 1?
Do I feel what?
A more disdain, more hatred for this team as the series has gone on?
No, yeah. I think, I think the rivalry to begin with, it brings a lot of attention to the series, and obviously every game's got its story, and then obviously when you play the next game, if you don't start from scratch, there's a little story, there's a little history in the series, and for us, you're trying to play whistle to whistle and then forget about some of the things that might happen the game before. You want to help your team win, and you don't want to, we don't want to get caught in taking, bad penalties and put you, behind the 8 ball.
I wanted to ask you about Dominik Moore, a goal and an assist. He's got 2 goals in this series, and for people that don't know, he had lost his wife to cancer. You were a teammate of his in Tampa, now back here with the Rangers. How inspirational is it for you and your teammates to be able to see him overcome that, miss a year of hockey, and be such an impactful player in this series, Marty?
No doubt. I mean, it was tough to see, Dom go through that. And, Dom's a true professional. He always liked good things to happen to good people. And he's obviously being away from the game last year. I think he worked really hard at, getting back, playing NHL. And, I know I was excited when he got a chance here in New York. And I think he built it up throughout the year, but this time of the year is the time I had with him in the playoffs. We had a run go to the conference final with him one year, and he was a big part of that team to allow us to keep pushing forward, moving forward throughout the playoffs, and he's done that so far.
Marty, we thank you for coming on. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, that's
good
Martin
luck.
St. Louis. The New York Rangers are up 3-2. We'll have the game right here on ESPN New York 98.7 FM tomorrow.